Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday workshop. And today we are talking about the stewardship of self because y'all, wellness is the word of the world. Now, this is definitely being recorded because I will be sharing it to my YouTube on later. And we're just going to go through it because I don't want to take up any more of your time. It's extremely valuable if you're listening to this. And this is what's needed right now at this particular moment. So let's go. Okay. Look at this. Who is Nikita? Nikita is this woman that has went on this quest. Wellness came to me one day, that one word, and it has been shaping my whole life. And I'm enjoying myself. So as you can see here, I believe that wellness belongs to everyone. And it is a beautiful journey. And it's just helping people, just work towards taking charge of their own well-being, their own health. You only you only get to live once on this earth. And we don't know when we're going to go anywhere. Nobody knows anything. I mean, you can eat meat, you don't have to eat meat. You can eat lots of vegetables, but guess what? You're still leaving here. That's the main objective. That's your end game. We know that we're not staying here. But you can be filled with lots of vitality. And that's what I love to see. I don't like to see people in pain or hearing about, their ailments and, illnesses that are restricting them from just doing normal things. There are some people that I have encountered and they are not walking properly or they're having some back pain issues. And it has a lot to do with being physical or moving the body, just some simple things. I don't think it takes uh, surgery all the time unless you've broken some bones. Yes, now you have to go and get that fixed unless you can do it yourself. Now that is somebody that's skilled. But for the most part, I love and I enjoy community work and just being an advocate for this wellness and being the face of it. It's everywhere, y'all. It's everywhere. It's advertised. It's in the talks. It's in our Google feed, in our TikTok, which I don't really have. I have TikTok, but I'm not on there. But it comes through your Facebook feed and just take it in. Take it in. When you see it, don't just scroll past it. Allow it to marinate there because I can assure you that this has a lot to do with what's happening, what you're actually witnessing in your day-to-day lives. My why, y'all, is very, very deep. I was sick. And being sick myself, I went through some practical things and I didn't do it alone. I actually had a team of people that were actually concerned about my well-being as well. And while there were some professionals in their particular industry, they still was part of Nikita's wellness team. And that's what I had them dubbed them as. And by doing that, it made it become some sort of ecosystem. And because of the sicknesses, the things that I was enduring, just pains that was just coming out of anywhere. Occasionally, I have this cough that comes up, and sometimes I get a headache, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. So I begin to reflect and think, what is happening, what is going on, and sometimes it can be emotional things that you're enduring, some little stresses that you thought wasn't really affecting you, but then at the same time, it really is. And it'll start affecting your body in different ways. So I have observed just simple observation, y'all. There are some communities that, people are disconnected, not just from from other people, but they're disconnected from their well-being because of all of the conveniences around us. Now, granted, I still go through some drive-throughs. I will not give up the ones that I go to, but at the same time, I am not a basher. I just want people to fully recognize and understand that there's something called moderation, and there's also, if you keep putting the same things in, the results are going to be, quite the same. But I'm not looking here to, I'm not here to bring more confusion. I want to encourage, I want to educate, and be able to uh, have people develop this community surrounded around, guess who? Your well-being. And it's a beautiful thing that's actually happening. Now, we all know this. I was just mentioning this a little bit earlier. We're just borrowing this body. It's not ours, and we have to give it back. So, what if we viewed the body as something entrusted to our care? Hmm, That's a rhetorical question. We already know we have to take care of it. We have to bathe it. We have to put items into our body. We have to put liquids. We have to put solids. And we have to put those things, supplements. I mean, we had to start putting supplements in because of the depletion of nutrients that's even in the soil. So we have to keep replenishing that. And we do that with simple things. But if we begin to understand that we are just borrowing this body and we want to return it back, not in its original state, but in a state that, because some items can be reused again. And if you became a donor, for the items, that is something that even our creator has given us the freedom to do while we're still alive. So even myself, I'm a donor, an organ donor. So here it is. This particular wellness ecosystem. Look at you. You're right there in the middle. And we have our family, our community, nature. Just being out in nature. I have a family of foxes that are in on my property somewhere. I don't know exactly where the fox den is, but I do see the little babies walking around. And if the babies are walking around, the mother is quite near. I've seen the mother before, and I don't mess with them, and they don't mess with me. But so having nature around, a nutritionist, a farmer, an herbalist, a doctor, trainers, personal trainers, and these individuals that can are just sometimes even your friends. I guess that would fall up in the community. But family is most important. And even if you're not near them, even if you're alone in a place, you still can be connected to family. How? We have these little things right here, that will keep us connected. So there's always a chance. So wellness is not isolated, it's interconnected with all of these different people that are in our sphere. Now, do we have things in our communities that are probably not all wellness? Yes, we do. But that doesn't mean that we have to choose it all the time. Look at what this says. No diets, no fads, no quick fixes. This is a lifestyle. This has nothing to do with, uh, oh, I just need this gone. I have all of this weight on me, and I just need it gone in one day. No, we already know many of the answers. Uh, or we can talk about these particular things. Some of us are a little bit more seasoned than others. So the challenge is just consistency, and the challenge is stewardship. You have to own it. And it was brought to my attention, to pay attention to the words that can come from it. So no diets. But anyway, we know what diet mean, but at the same time, it's not about dieting. It's literally about you just taking charge of your own well-being. Here we are. We don't have to do it all at once. We can just do small intentional choices. And I love that. I love the choices that we all get to have. We do not have to abide by any stringent or strict rules, but we know that we need water. We must walk unless you're in a wheelchair. And even with that, there are still some things that you can do at every given aspect of your life. Gratitude, sleep, just simple things, simple and small intentional choices. When you do it that way, you'll find that it's very easy to fit in and do all of the things that you actually choose to do. There's this vision that I have, and I've been actually working it. It debuted on June the 13th, 2026, at the Kildare Community Center. It was a Do Earth Wellness Market. So here we have this wellness market where you I'm introducing the jar of life, the jars of life, and it is where you can bring your own jars and you can create your own wellness products, or you can get your jar filled right there. However, I'm just wanting to educate people on regenerative thinking. We don't have to go and get those shiny packages. We can create our items uh, from products that a person has. So it's like a zero waste market. Uh, we having just practical things like craft bags and reusable bags and reusable jars. So come and get this education whenever you see that the wellness market is going to be set up. And we will be there to provide you with everything that you need in order to have building you a wellness cabinet or having the things on hand. That's the ultimate. And I even have like propagations that I had lemon balm, and I had some veggies, some crookneck squash that was also sold. But the lemon balm is a second generation, and it is doing wonderfully. I got to actually do some more propagations tonight, some harvesting, and that is just to make more. And it doesn't take much. It's just education and you actually wanting to do it. So we must start somewhere. And I'm telling you, it's just small, intentional things that you can do. And it's just wonderful. This one right here, the tracking of your intentional living, that's your challenge for this week. So just track one intentional wellness choice each day. Or just see. It can be something as simple as the water drinking. I remember I found some little sticky notes because I used to have to take my little tablets with me. And I will put that little sticky note in there. And every time I drank a glass of water, a full glass of water, I would just check it off. And it was so cute. And I think those little sticky notes were at Walmart. And it was like little reminder ones. And it was little small ones. And you can just put it right into your tablet and go about your day. And every time I opened it up, I saw it and I was able to, oh, I need to drink some water. So it's not perfection, it's just you being aware and understanding and knowing. So even if you put it something on your phone, guess what? That's even better. So do this week with the challenge, and I'll be put something on the Facebook group. Nikita, the Wellness Humanitarian. Here is the commitment: one intentional choice, one intentional day, one intentional life. Wellness is the word of the world. I cannot stress this enough. And while this may sound very, very simple and practical. It is. It's not difficult, but it can be challenging if we're already so busy, if we already to the extent that there's just some things that we truly, truly don't want to give up. And while that can be okay, but when you do find out that the education of those particular things will lead you to make better choices, better decisions, when it comes down to, is it this or that? This or that? Is it good or is it bad? Is it going to fuel my body? That's the ultimate choice. So if you're choosing just because, you know what, I just want to put this inside of me because it feels good on my palate, but it's not giving you no nutritional value, I believe that's when you would begin to make the particular stewardship commitments. Now, this is where the questions and discussions, you can put them in the chat. You can ask me whatever questions that you would like to ask, and I will get them answered as soon as possible. I look forward to sharing this and engaging with you all and answering your questions because there are so many things that we can discuss. But remember, it's just about that one intentional thing and just track it. Track it for 1 week. And I'll see you next Wednesday at the Wellness Wednesday workshop. Let me